Greetings fellow gamers and 7 Days to Die fans, this is Small Archangel and welcome to another episode of 7 Days to Die Modded. Somebody in the comments suggested that I did another video of Magoli's prefab mod, which if you want to see the details, look in the description where I've pasted a link. This time concentrating on the prefabs that we might find in the countryside. So that's what we're planning on doing today. It might take a little while to find these prefabs because I honestly don't know whether they're going to be sort of straight off the road, if they're going to be on one of the sort of smaller paths that came along in Alpha 12, or whether they're going to be just smack bang in the middle of absolute nowhere. For this reason I haven't given myself a bike this time. Yes, I am using, if you saw my other prefab video, I am using total cheats. This is a brand new game and we are completely cheating to get the things that we need. Basically just a fire axe, a pickaxe for breaking and entering, and we got lots of beer and lots of coffee, and then food and water of course, because you cannot do creative mode in random gen, only in Navezgane. So I can actually see a prefab over here. Now I don't know if this one's going to count specifically for in the country, but it doesn't look like a very big prefab to me, so I think we will sort of start there. Oh my gosh, actually no, this looks more like a town. But it would be rude not to, wouldn't it? But the other ones, oh my gosh, look at the size of that thing. That must be a factory. Okay, so I think what we have here is some sort of a town, but we're still going to check it out because it kind of is in the countryside, though it looks very, very industrial to me. And what's this? This is a diner. Oh my gosh, look at this. That's brilliant. Look at that. It's even got a sign with a little car sort of saying drive-through. That's ace. Thanks to Paddy Bonder, by the way, who was in the comments, who said, suggested that I should do this. As we said, wow, that was unfortunate. What just exploded? Okay, so that was kind of embarrassing. I really don't know what I hit. I'll obviously have to watch my own video back to see. It just looked like I was hitting a door to me. Clearly there was something explosive just behind the door. Blew me up and killed me. So there you go. You never know what to expect if you use a prefab mod. I have respawned somewhere else, but there's a prefab right in my face. So we're going to check that one out. Looks like... well, I don't know. It looks very industrial. So, factory, maybe? This looks kind of weird. Obviously, they don't sort of spawn in exactly as they should do. Clearly, this should be sort of more level than it actually is. So I'm thinking this tower here might actually be... it's got a ladder going up into it, which is quite cool. So this is obviously a sort of a small place where we've got a couple of prefabs. That house there doesn't look too vanilla to me, but let's just check this out first. I can't promise not to die again. That went a little bit wrong. My leg is broken. I honestly have no clue just what happened. I suppose I'm going to have to splint that. We're not exactly on fire right now. Not quite sure what's happening. That looks like I could very easily fall down inside it. And we can obviously climb up here. I'm not quite sure whether I want to. At the moment, I'm not exactly doing well here. The idea is to be a bit of a tourist, but it's quite dangerous. Okay, so this is... I think it's a chimney. Yeah, where we go. We can see the rest of the factory down there, and I'm guessing that's kind of what it is. So, let's go on down and check it out. Well, it's got a big frontage and a big kind of tank here as well. And I guess the other tower is probably as tall as that one, but it's mostly buried, which is interesting. This is definitely kind of like a factory, so we'll just have a bit of a look. See? It's got barbed wire here. I hardly dare do this. Is this going to make me explode again? No. Got a Pavlovian response now to opening. You see, maybe it was an oil barrel. If I hit an oil barrel, I'd probably die, wouldn't I? There's a car in here. Oh, I guess this is a garage then. Because they're garage doors, but the garage doors have kind of got a big pile of earth in front of them. Yeah, it was a slight spawning in fail here, but this looks like a garage. Okay, let's go up the stairs. Yeah, this is looking quite factory-like. We've got a door here. Where's this going? It's really quite large. I'm guessing that that earth is not supposed to be there. No, that's kind of covering something up. It's like a landslide has actually filled this place. And there's some sort of office here. No windows. Unless there's one behind that. But I don't think so. It's not a very pleasant place to work, is it? Let's carry on up. See if we can make the roof. It's quite tall. Okay, looks like there should be something down there, but I think this is a different factory to the one that we first spawned in next to. Okay, I guess we'll pick that up so I don't gore myself further. Because, funnily enough, I didn't think I was really going to need any medication, because I've got zombies turned off, as I did last time I did this sightseeing thing. But, yeah, let's have a look through here. But so far it's proved quite dangerous exploring this territory. So we're on the roof. Oh look, there's some sort of cable going across there, which is quite interesting. Here we are on the roof, pretty much. So it's quite high up, and we have a ladder, even zombie proof, with the bottom rung missing. I can imagine making a base out of something like this, though it's yeah, it's pretty tall, and big structures can be quite difficult to defend because you don't honestly know whereabouts the zombies are going to come in. Oh my. Just throw myself off the top there. Well, that would be one way of getting shot of a broken leg, wouldn't it? In fact, let's do it. Woohoo! I've respawned in the desert, and I've been spamming the vitamins to get some of that wellness back up, just so that I'm not too nerfed in future. And it looks like we've got an interesting prefab right up ahead. One thing I will say for this mod pack, it does give you lots and lots of new prefabs, and they seem to spawn in very much more frequently than the vanilla ones do. So we've got lots of points of interest, and actually you don't have to look that hard to find them. So this one is quite large. It's out on its own, but it is very definitely, yeah, out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, if we have a look at the map here, there it is. Absolutely nothing around it. So this very much fits our description. Okay, I've just realised I'm going to need a new mining helmet because my last one obviously is in my backpack. So we'll just put that on. It doesn't matter too much about not wearing any clothes, but I am going to need that light. Alright, so we have kind of tables and chairs here, and a lot of stuff made out of bedrock, it looks like. Okay, let's go check it out. It actually looks a bit like this is an entry booth, so you'd have to pay for entrance here. Oh my gosh, it's a zoo. Okay, this is quite cool. This is a zoo. There's nothing in here, but this is a zoo. Oh wow. I wonder if I'd put zombie spawns on, would there be zombies in these cages? That would be quite cool. I don't know how you'd do that, but the bedrock and bars do kind of suggest that. I'm sure that they'd break their way out of there eventually, wouldn't they? But this is definitely a zoo. So there you've got a little picnic area with some coolers and stuff. And, oh, a tank. Now that, you could keep zombies in that tank quite safely without them being able to get out because it's made of bedrock. And we've even got little peepholes, you know, little windows we can see through. You can keep here, look, you can see zombies in a natural environment. There's some rubbish and some general random crap. Yeah, This is really cool. Let's have a look up here as well. Some more cages. I just put my light on, it's starting to get dark. Time flies when you're having fun. Oh, it's a kind of a ramp thing in that one. And then we've got a couple of little buildings too. Got, oh look, a little swimming pool. How nice. And a little kitchen area. That's perhaps a little restaurant. I'm hoping for some more painting designs at some point as well. Obviously the addition of being able to make your own designs is really good. This is, yeah, oh right, this is safe. Yeah, these are little access booths, aren't they? And we should have some loos here, I imagine. What's this? That's kind of a bit random, isn't it? There should probably be some ground there, but there isn't for some reason. Okay, doesn't seem to be a door here. Oh, there is. Oh, lockers. Oh, okay. And some Apache chests. Yeah, these modded places often seem to have quite a lot of Apache chests in them. Oops. That's what you get when the floor's not spawning in properly. Oh, wow. This looks like a polar bear enclosure. Yeah, feed a polar bear or half a dead person. And I guess finally we have the bathrooms here. Yep, we have some loos. So there you have it, folks. A zombie zoo. How cool is that? Okay, well it's the dead of night now, inconveniently from a light point of view. But and this prefab, unlike a lot of the other ones, is completely unlit, and it's also not on a pathway of any kind. It is literally, as I thought some of them would be, right in the middle of nowhere. I've actually placed these wood frames here already because they weren't there, and so there was no way of accessing the bottom of the ladder from the ground, which I assume is intentional because if there was, we'd end up, yeah, you'd end up with zombies in here. So I'm guessing this is some sort of a defensive structure. It's definitely a tower. It looks like the kind of thing I would build myself as a zombie-proof base. Oh, it looks like some sort of watchtower. There's a sleeping bag on top of the desk. It's actually got a very small space up here. Medical stuff. Very cramped little space, but we've got a door here which is unlocked where we can go around the outside. Some of those bits of deliberate damage that I noticed from running this pack before. And I think I saw a ladder in here as well, which probably lead up to the roof. So this looks like the kind of thing that you'd very definitely would make a really good excuse me, would make a really good kind of base. In fact, we do have a little path there. Let's just see. Oh yeah, it does appear on a little pathway actually, so we should be fairly safe to sort of follow paths and find the prefabs. So that's good to know from a point of view of possibly playing this in the future. So there you go. This is kind of a very defensible structure, and if you had guns, you could very easily shoot the zombies through this as well. I'm not getting through there very easily for some reason. And you've got, I mean, it's yeah, there's a fairly large danger of falling down here, I guess. And given my record so far, this episode I am going to just take a little bit of care there. So there you go. Sort of a defensible kind of tower, which doesn't seem to have too much purpose except kind of, yeah, in a zombie apocalypse, quite useful really. Following one of the forest footpaths, I have found something interesting. Now I'm guessing this is a really big, really nice looking stone built house. The kind we all wish we could live in spite of the apocalypse. Something tells me that zombies would make short work of it, but it's a thing to behold. A thing of beauty, so let's check it out. Looks like we're gonna need to break in, of course. Oh yeah, I mean we know we've got oh look, I like that a lot. Oh god, There's big lumps of wood over the top of the fireplaces. That's quite a lot of fires in here, actually. I know we've got nice houses in the vanilla game, but it's always nice to see what other people come up with. We've got a nice work of art here with some burned wood. It's very imaginative ways of using things, really. Oh, and a downstairs bedroom. I like these glass blocks as windows, actually. If I get around to doing custom, and the tiles there are pretty effective too, and that is quite nice. Sort of, you can't actually really see through it, but I think we need more ways of making windows in the game. I'm gonna have to get around to making some custom blocks in my next save, and in Alpha 13, and get building these, because yeah, some way of and I do love making granite floors out of cabinets. Actually, they're fantastic too. And a nice bath, I have to say. That's a really nice bath. I have made some nice sunken baths myself, but that one wins the prize. That's lovely. Some good use of the metal shelves there as well. Apologies for the poor frame rate. That is a known issue, as I said in the last of these that I did. With the modder himself says it is something to do with the lit lights. So maybe at some point it might be worth looking out for a version of the mod that comes out. This is so good. This is lovely. Look at this. For a version of the mod that perhaps comes out without the lit lights. And then the frames per second should be a lot better. This is nice. I really like this. I want a house like this in real life. Look at that. That's fantastic. It's a nice, there's a deer in the forest outside. Fab. That, I guess, is the door leading out into the garden. So, what is that? That's kind of some granite in the ceiling, just to make my eyes go weird again. Another massive fireplace with 3 fires in it. I suppose you can't actually access those fires. I suppose if you wanted to live here, you'd find a way of making those accessible too. Very nice. I do like the roof light there. And I like the way of putting it in as well, because I've always struggled with trying to make, sort of creative builds where you've got diagonal lines and structures. That is the way to do it, I suppose, because we don't have diagonal windows. Would be to inset them like that, and then you can, that way it works. So that's nice. That's really nice. These don't work quite as well, of course, because they're not quite straight, but they're still pretty cool. Nice, sort of like a home cinema type setup here. I'm not quite sure how you make the lights, if you go into creative mode, I'm not sure how you make the lights come on. Look at this. They use the parts of the bed to make a table with, which is, or a poof of some sort. That's quite funky. Yeah, I like this. This is very nice. And we have a balcony by the look of it. Yeah, this is very, very des res. It's lovely. Very nice indeed. But as I say, probably pretty useless come the zombie horde. Another downstairs bedroom, I think. With a tree growing through the wall. Yeah, this is a problem. If I moved here, I would have to do a little bit of tree control. Oh, look, a little dressing room. That's cool. Yep, my walk-in wardrobe. Oh, it's got some kind of wooden top to the nightstands. Always have a fairly awful. They kind of look quite bad, really. So I will remember that. You can put a bit of fence on top of them, because you can craft nightstands and you can craft fencing. So actually that's pretty good to know. That's a good idea. Get rid of those cup marks on there. Oh, and a bathroom, of course. A bathroom this time with a shower. Oh, now there's an idea for a sink unit. Of course, you have to be able to create a craft a sink unit, and I don't think we can. So another custom recipe needed, perhaps, to make a shower tray. Awesome. So there we go. Someone's clearly put a lot of thought into this, and we have a very nice house in the forest. And the building we have up here, I think, still in the forest, looks to be a touch bigger. I've got a defensive fence all the way around the outside, and those dead trees look quite forbidding. Well, in fact, the whole front of the thing looks quite forbidding. This looks like some sort of a haunted house. In fact, can I even get through there? There's so many dead trees. I'm sure I can't. Okay, we're going to have to break in the front gate anyway. So, I guess that's there. Okay, it's kind of dark in here. Let's just see. Okay, we can pass through there, but they're quite sort of thick. That's quite nicely envisioned, I suppose, but this is very much giving me the creeps. It's like some sort of haunted house type thing. It's like an old manor house, but it's entirely made out of concrete. Locked. Well, of course. Okay. It might be a hotel or something, I suppose. There's like a reception desk here. Oh, yeah. This is obviously sort of a public kind of building, because there's a lot of tables here, and I'm guessing a kitchen behind here. But it's reminding me rather more of. Oh no, this isn't. This is. Well, I'm assuming this is going to be, you know, a loo. Yeah. But they usually unlock the toilet doors. Okay, so this is reminding me a bit more of a sanitarium than a hotel at this point, but let's keep going. More stairs. Yeah, sort of a TV and day room. Yeah, I'm still getting that feeling of, you know, slightly creepy. Okay, some sort of storage room. Office. Yeah, okay, yes, that sort of still looking like a sort of a mental hospital to me, or something like. Maybe a hospital full stop, but it just looks so gothic horror. Okay, so lots of, and I guess they're doors to the outside. Yes, they are. Okay. So we'll head for the stairs. Actually, yeah, this is beginning to look a bit like a hospital. Yeah, this is a hospital, isn't it? Definitely, look at that. So this is like the nurses' station, and this is a ward. And then there was some stairs going up, wood stairs, looking kind of attic-y. Yeah, this isn't creepy at all. I'm guessing that's supposed to go all the way down to the floor. Oh gosh, there's beds up here. I mean, is this kind of just, you know, bed storage where or do they put the troublesome patients up here with a gun safe? No, that would not be a good idea, would it? Yeah, we'll just put the troublesome ones in the attic where there's a gun safe. Okay, and there's a suitcase of some poor unfortunate who came here and never left. Alright, so there we go. We have a hospital, and not the kind that I would fancy visiting. Certainly not the kind I would want to be treated in. Well, this does look interesting. It looks kind of like a hobbit-hole. It's actually the cutest prefab I've seen. And it kind of looks like, just go around the outside, it looks like it's deliberately mostly buried underground, which I dare say wouldn't fool any Zeds. I always feel slightly, you know, I always think slightly from a defensive point of view, and I'm guessing that they wouldn't just walk over the top of your house, they would bray the heck through the walls, but nonetheless. Look at this, there's even a window sticking out of here as well, so, and of course you'd end up with zombies just walking straight up to it probably, and then straight in, so we could actually see in. Oh, that is definitely, it's definitely inspired by a hobbit house. Look at the doorway. Oh yes, we're gonna have to have a look at this one. This is cool. cute little front garden here. You keep your mini bike right here, which would be nice. Oh, nice. I like that. It's a pity I just broke the door down, but hey, there's a little fireplace here. So this is, yeah. This is probably, oh, there's a forge as well, which is cool. Some curtains, though the curtains of the game aren't particularly nice. And then a little hallway with hobbit-hole kind of doorways going in all directions. This is definitely Bilbo Baggins' place, isn't it, really? A la 7 Days to Die. Bilbo Baggins in the zombie apocalypse. Nice. And we have a window there. Oh, the curtains do some strange clipping there. And a bedroom here. Some sort of false walls there, which is interesting because I can't actually get through that. Yeah, that's it. It's because of the wooden lintel above the door, which looks nice but does prevent you from getting through unless you duck. Main kitchen area. Nice bathroom. Not a very Hobbit-like bath. I mean, that's absolutely enormous. Little storage area, though if you were living here yourself you'd probably want some storage crates, and then another bathroom which just has a toilet and a sink. Nice. Well, as creative builds go, this has got to be one of my favourites. So there you go. What a very nice little build that is. A person could get a lot of ideas from these prefabs. And last but not least on our tour, I think we've come to a small conurbation which consists of one house, which I don't think is a vanilla house actually. I think it's, yeah, that definitely has the look of one, and it's also making my FPS drop like mad, so that's definitely part of the one of the prefabs as well. But because it's the houses chiefly that seem to make your FPS drop, we're going to check out this place here, which has some sort of glass frontage, a lot of shopping trolleys, so I'm guessing it's some sort of shop. And it's got a big kind of sign. Where is that a sign? It looks kind of like a hammer actually. It looks like a big kind of hammer or tool of some sort. So I'm guessing it's kind of a tool shop of some type. Oh look, that's a conveyor belt. That's really quite cool. And yeah, bits of wood, and this is all very rustic. Yeah, very rustic. We've got a nice bit of camo. What is this, an army surplus store or something? Bookcases, some explosive crates and stuff behind the bars, of course. So make you worth your while if you were playing this in a save and you wanted some supplies. That is going to be the place to go, isn't it? And this place generally, because we've got all manner of storage crates here and things. And then there's even some mines in there. You'd have to be very careful about how you extracted those, I think. These hazard signs well placed in that regard. Yeah, this is some sort of outdoor store, isn't it? There we've got some tents there, even with sleeping bags in them and curtains across the front, which is quite funky. Ah, the whole thing's collapsed. That was quite funny, really. Okay, as me thinking I might actually be able to go in there, but no. Those camo net blocks do not have much in the way of, let's see, cloth. Yeah, max load 2. Yeah, they're pretty cruddy. You can't really make much with those. Oh, that was unlocked. Never mind. And I guess this is the back office. And storeroom. So just a place to come. Oh look, there's even some spike traps and things here just to demonstrate how to keep the zombie hordes at bay, as if we didn't already know. And then various backpacks in there, though. They look like they've seen better days to me. So yeah, this is your one-stop shop for all your zombie hunting needs. And then across the way, yeah, we have that house, but there is also something with some sort of blue awnings on here as well, so I want to see what that is. It doesn't look like a shamways, which is what normally means when you see those blue bits. It looks more like a leisure building of some description. So let's go on in and check it out. It's quite nice and light and airy. Oh, this bit looks a little bit more grim. This is probably just a loo. Oh yeah, there's loos. And changing rooms. Yeah, okay, maybe this is a gym. Oh, what are these? Showers, I guess they're showers. Very institutional looking. Okay, and then water drinking fountains. Oh yeah, this is a swimming pool. Yeah, I think some of these things here actually should be the other way up, shouldn't they? I do find that at the moment. Some of these cylinders are bugging out and going kind of sideways like that when they should be vertical. I mean, they still stand up because effectively they're, you know, they're just rotated for some reason. I'm not sure what. Oh, look at that. I wouldn't fancy that job. Sitting on top of that pole. Oh yeah, that's quite a big swimming pool. Oh, look at the mountain view. It's really rather nice. There we go. Do we have a... Oh, this is the kiddies pool. How cute. This is the pool for the children. Bars all the way around the outside to make sure the little blighters don't escape and cause havoc. And a piece of granite for some reason. Okay, so this is, yeah, nice. And lots of chairs for the parents to watch over their darlings as well. And we've got a booth to buy food from, obviously. And don't go this way unless you're authorized. Well, I hereby authorize myself. Oh, supplies. Oh, I didn't need to do that. Usually by the time you figure it out, though, it's too late. You've already hit it. Okay, so we had some options for going up and down here. I'm guessing this is just going to go to the roof, but I like to check out roofs. Up. Yep, there we go. That's just the rooftop. And then the stairs going down. This is a bridge metal, I think, isn't it? Oh, and we can't actually get down there without ducking. Oh, a bunker of some description by the look of it. This just reminds me of all my underground bases. Maze. Oh, blimey. Okay, I'm guessing that's water down there, but I'm not... Yeah, that's water down there, so this is kind of like the plumbing department or something, I don't know. This is like the pipe work where the water goes all the way around, does it? Sort of. Okay, be an interesting place to chase zombies. And get lost. So I'm not quite sure where I came in. Oh, thank goodness. Literally got lost there for several in-game hours. I think that's what this is. It's basically a maze to get yourself completely lost with, and I obliged. So let's see what else we have here. Hopefully somewhere I'm not going to get lost again. Oh, wow. I guess this is the engine house, the boiler. Uh-oh. The boiler house, which is pretty epic, I have to say. And look at that, and that's a water tank. I'm not an engineer, but I'm guessing all this pipe work as well. That is pretty cool. So not only making the prefab, but making all the workings of the prefab as well. That is really above and beyond the Call of Duty as regards realism and immersion. And finally, maybe we should check out this house. There are a lot of new house prefabs. It's probably going to play hell with my FPS, but what the heck. let's get a shot of those. They look very nice, but they really don't help matters. No, I don't believe I want to do that. That's one of the things that FPS problems does for you. Oh, right, okay. There we go. So it's another very nice house by the look of it. More akin to the ones that come with the vanilla game, with a lot of redwood. I have to say I like using the redwood myself. It's got more of a modern feel to it. I'm guessing these prefabs were made before you had the option of making a redwood table, which would fit there better. And a kitchen which is made out of, yeah, it's made out of plywood by the look of it, which isn't so nice. It's all quite open plan. Oh, we have a large basement here. Oh yeah, looks like some sort of a huge playroom. This might lead to the outside, I suppose. It does, that's the back door. Nice downstairs bathroom with a big double shower. Honestly, I sound like an estate agent or something. Guest bedroom. plenty of space for your family to come and stay. Oh no, there are the stairs. Okay, the house is so big I can't actually find the staircase. It's a good job I don't work as an estate agent. Lose my way in a house. Oh, look at the cot. Oh, that is the first time I've seen someone mock up a cot. That seems like an obvious thing to do, but that clearly demarcates this as the nursery room. Up under the eaves, and there's the perhaps the yeah, this is a big enough house, I guess, to have a nursery with perhaps a room for the nursemaid if you had one to look after them, or maybe a harassed parent to sit there and chill out in between feeds. Oh, there's the harassed parent, I guess. A hatch, and knowing me with ladders and hatches, always locked. Well, we gotta go up here and check this out. Wow, how many loft spaces does this place have? It's a warren. Oh, there's another one, look. Wow. Okay, so this is your prepper's camp. This is where you'd come to, that's where he came to survive, and it didn't work for him, did it? Oh well, those of us that play this game, we know better, we know how. Mostly. And this... No. This is the outside. The outside world. The rooftop. Oh wow. Yeah, this is definitely a prepper's paradise. We have a roof garden, and there I was thinking this was a chimney. What a good view as well. And some corn growing on stone, which just goes to show you really can plant corn absolutely anywhere, even on the chimney stack of your house. Well guys, you've been fabulous as ever. I do hope you've enjoyed this episode. I've certainly enjoyed making it, and now we've seen some of the prefabs that you can find in the countryside with Magoli's Compo-Pack for random gen. Again, look in the description if you want to know more about that. Please feel free to leave a comment. Do hit the like button if you like to see this. Remember, it's very kind of helpful to us YouTubers to know what people think of our stuff. And I hope I'll see you guys in another 7 Days to Die episode very soon. Until then, keep gaming, keep surviving. Bye bye for now.